Before I begin, I just have to make a comment. What is the state of that hair that I have here? If you watch this video many months in advance and think, why the heck is a junior high school teacher not following the haircut rules? Well, you have to take into account that I'm in quarantine at this moment in time. Good day, everyone. This is Jason914, and I am back with another episode of Cities Skylines Sunset Harbor. So in the last episode, we expanded our city out a little bit, and for this episode, I will continue in the same vein and try to guide my city towards a very good profitability, and thus also reach a population mark of 4,400. So I need 1,000 more people in this city in order to get that. Okay, so I will hit play and let's get started. Just so that these industrial factories don't look deprived, I'm gonna just expand out the key, going up north further. Okay, so I finally have a very good shoreline over there. I will not spend as much. I spent aggressively to put this expansion up, and it cost my city dearly, but at the very least, I think I'm turning in a good profit of $336 per turn in this area here, which is forestry. And I think I will expand it a bit further. I'll put another small tree plantation somewhere here. So there's not much demand for anything yet. I think my residential demand sank as a result of me raising the taxes in my city. And I still have a strong commercial demand, or somewhat strong. So I think I will just give them what they need. One thing I was saying is this area here, this blank space, I don't plan to put anything here, and that's because it is right next to the factories. And I do want to have a bit of a buffer in this area, because when this thing fills up, I would like this area just to make sure that the area doesn't get too overcrowded with the traffic. And another thing I was thinking about, because it's an open space and it's fairly central, I was thinking about making it like a shelter. So when my natural disasters strike, I'll put the shelters over here, and probably also these disaster response units and all of the important utilities. I need to raise my budget a little bit for fire as well as my crime, because I'm already hitting the jail capacity. My residential demand is going way up again, even with the high tax rate, which is quite something. So I think I have to work on expanding out in this area here. So the first thing I'll do, just hit pause, would be to create my own second roundabout, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect an avenue that goes and gets that area. Now for this central area here, I'm going to do something like this. One thing I will do now would be to make the residential plots span out from that central road. Again, I'm not going to connect it up to the main avenue for the reason that I don't want it to cause some traffic. I could now zone in some good residential areas. One other feature of my city that I always do would be to put the pedestrians that will make them have access to the main road without having to use their cars. I might do public transport soon when traffic gets to be a problem, but at the moment, I think I'm doing fine in my city. In terms of traffic, 93%. The only real traffic would be here. Oh, before this becomes a problem, I think I need to do something about my landfill system, so I have to expand this out a little bit, and then I'm going to invest in another landfill. Now I'd like, eventually, I think it would be essential and vital for me to get the recycling center, but at the moment, it's not financially viable, so I'm just gonna do a landfill. Power consumption is running low. Meralco, bibigyan ko kayo ng mas malaking budget ng konti. My residential demand is still pretty high. I think I will put a central park somewhere here in the other side, just to make sure it isn't all house, because that neighborhood would look pretty grim to live at. Let's expand to the last portion and take this area as well, and then I'm going to do the other side of the road as well. I'm down to 200 in cash again. This is not a good situation to be at. Okay, I'm in a situation wherein I'm just expanding my city because of the demand, and basically I just don't have the cash by which to spend on utilities I would want. So I think you could see a lot of this in real life. When you go out to New York City, even in Manila, sa Tondo, nakikita mo naman na parang yung mga houses doon, hindi maganda yung pagka-design. Okay? And basically, ganito yung nangyayari. Okay? Maliit lang yung budget ng city, tapos sobrang laki ng demand. So, they end up having to build rushed urban settlements. Kung meron lang tayo talagang budget by which we could actually spend, we could put parks, we could put really fancy things. I'm already affording them really good roundabout systems na nga which is unusual. But yeah, you see, this is what urban sprawl is. When city governments just have to build so much housing in such a short space of time because of the high demand for it. Let's increase the garbage collection budget a little bit more. Let's bring this up to 90 and 100. Can I put my central park in this area now? Yeah, I'll do this. It's a massive central park by which citizens can just go and have a free time that they deserve. And then I'm going to connect some roads just so people have access to it from all sides. One thing I like about our setup is that I've made sure to put a green space in every component. So in this area here, there's a bit of green space here, there's a bit of green space here, by which I could put important things in the future. Here, there's this green area here. Now that it's daytime, actually, I should work on expanding this area here. The first thing I have to do would be to make sure that I maximize my ocean allocation, like so. Hug the shore, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. My road network's good. Let's hug the shore. It's not perfect, but I think I'll give it some space just because I think I could put something here of significance in the future. I'm going to leave this space blank for now because as I mentioned, I want some green space. For the commercial demand, I'm going to put some in this area here. I'm gonna need to invest in more schools soon. I need a high school in my place because my elementary is pretty much, over capacity. I need to push more education. What does the government do? Yes, I'm going to, once I get the budget, I'm going to put a fire station. Trust me, I'm a politician. I'll expand this out just so that there's a bit of a connection. So just to cope with the residential demand, I can put some more houses here. Industrial demand is high. You can have that. Because it's high demand, I could probably raise it a little bit, 10%. That should be able to help me finance. You know, I've already tried it in one of my old saves in Cities Skylines wherein I raised the taxes in one particular area so high that eventually they settled to a lower area. So actually that's one way by which you could get people to move. You could actually raise taxes in one particular district to be too high and make a district have low taxes or regular taxes, and that should be able to encourage them to move out of there. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna ignore the power demands anymore. You know what? I'll put another police station down here. I'll probably make this police medical city. I keep thinking of the hospital. A medical clinic. Okay, I'll put a medical clinic down and a fire station as well. I need some extra jail capacity, so I will put something down. Yeah, this is good. And I'm down to 1,000 again, which is not pleasant. Ugh. Sige, maglalagay pa ako ng commercial district dito. This area, fine. I don't think I want my fishing area to be pretty near the pollution, so I'm going to make this waterfront industry. Para naman siya yung totoong Pasig, di ba? Kaya may Kalye Industria actually sa Eastwood. So that's where all of the factories are. And the idea was you could actually use the Pasig River by which to transport stuff so that it won't have to go through the city roads when you're delivering, which is pretty handy. Okay, fire. Kasi magdagdag nga ako ng fire station. Good. So we now have better fire coverage. So medical na lang kulang ng area na to. Water. So I'm gonna have to put in some water pipes. Let's put a treatment plant down in this area. I'm gonna finally take up this space. Fine. I wanted it to be a parkland, but kailangan yun ng kailangan yun ng space para ng residential So sige, bibigyan ko kayo ng space. Ayoko pa mag-expand dito, paplanuin ko pa to yung sa baba. Kasi tingin ko, okay, one of the things that I think we can do in the future, pwede tayo maglagay na parang CBD dito. Okay? Or pwede natin i-maintain tong forest reserve tapos dito tayo maglalagay ng city. Yeah, I think this is a good place for a city, the major city. I'm just gonna make sure this kind of closes out in a nice fashion para naman it looks like a proper settlement and it doesn't look like it just ends on that road. I do have the budget. One of the things I'm going to probably do, ayusin ko to. I think this drives me crazy. Dapat talaga roundabout, we'll put a triangle. Illuminati confirmed. Educated work. Yeah, we need to have more educated workers and I need to put up a high school. Yun! Okay, there we go. We finally reached 4,600. It doesn't give me... Okay, it gives me more access to policies. So I'm gonna be more of a policy maker, I guess, in the next few episodes. And the big hospital. So for the next episode, I'm probably going to settle down in the lower areas, expand my industry further, and I can finally do some fishing industry, which is cool. I'm gonna try... Oh, geothermal. That's also interesting. So many interesting things to try in the next episode. I'm just gonna hit pause. Look at my city a little bit. It's grown pretty well. We have 45,000 bucks already. Yes, so we finally have money to spend. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And as always, stay safe, take all the necessary precautions, wash your hands, and make sure that we will meet in real life when all of this is over. So, bye-bye.